Welcome to a podcast capturing the antics of two geeks who talk about video game culture and influence, both old and new, all through chaotic banter and tangential tangents that make no sense. My name is Mask.
They get you hooked, and then they want you to keep playing for more.
This is my pal Red.
Cheese it's the fuzz.
And together we make the Reddmasq Podcast.
This is episode 16. Oh yeah, we'll start with Mario Day. It's Mario Day when we recorded this. That is 3/10/2024. That means there were a couple of game announcements that we already knew about, and a movie that was kind of already predicted. But hey, it's going to be a thing.
Yep, sequel to the Mario movie.
Illumination Studios. We had the interview with the head honcho there, and no, he did not have the Minions router on his desk. I'm disappointed in that.
The announcements they did make for the games we already knew about was giving them fucking release dates.
Yeah, so we'll be playing, do you know what those release dates are?
I remember the vague months. So the Thousand Year Door remake is coming in 2 months, and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is coming out in 3 months. So it's May and June respectively. And then in 2 days, which is actually the 12th, so it's actually going to be 1 day before we launch this episode, maybe.
Hopefully.
They're gonna release 3 of the games onto the Game Boy and Game Boy Color NSO.
The Camelot, Mario Golf, and Mario Tennis, and
then Dr. Mario.
Yeah,
and we had Dr. Mario on the Game Boy. That was
you
our
game.
game.
You are very good at Dr. Mario.
Amazing.
I must say, Red.
Good.
You kick my ass pretty regularly.
I should
at that
be.
One.
I was trained by my mom. She was
at
the
least
best.
I can now hold my own against
around.
you in Tetris Attack somewhat. That's something I'm proud to say. Like, it took a couple of months to get there, but that is something that I have now.
Oh yeah, it's a skill.
Puzzle games do not come as naturally to me as I would like. I got my butt kicked by someone in the one of the speedrunning teams that I used to be a part of ages ago. I forgot whom. I couldn't remember the name of them, but they were really good, and every time we'd play it, I just got my butt kicked. Also, Shinkenso kicked my butt in KOF 98. I really just need to take a W here somewhere, so I'll probably talk about Tekken or something later.
After they kicked your ass at KOF 98, did they make another Smash game? You know where I'm going with that. Remember, that's how fucking Sakurai came up with Smash. He saw
that's how he came up with Dragon King.
He ruined a date by being super good at KOF, and he was like, shit.
The natural inspiration of it all. Oh, by the way, the dates for TTYD, May 23rd, 2024, and June 27th, 2024 for Luigi's Mansion 2.
There you go. The specific dates rather than just the months.
Indeed.
Sorry, I'm I'm
tired. Same. We'll be getting through this quick enough, I hope. Maybe. First we gotta talk about Dreams being killed. Particularly by Warner Bros. Discovery, which seems to be really good at that these days. To the point where John Oliver has said on his show, we have a really mean business daddy. Something to that effect. Which, if you're a longtime watcher of John Oliver, means that, it's not even a joke. It's just sad. It's a sad state of affairs for everybody. Now, at this point, they are taking down a whole slew of potentially Steam and Xbox games. I have a list here,
because they don't want to fucking maintain
their IPs with HBO and everything else, and it's just such a wreck right now. It is a sad state of affairs. The games that are going down, I'm not going to include the ones with an asterisk because those are on the Steam store, but they are from content that's going to be transferred out, hopefully. It's not hard to, but just like getting approval is terrible. So the games that aren't getting transferred are potentially at risk of just like being delisted in about 55 days, fucks the Slav, are Desync, Duck Game, Fist Puncher, Handle Letter, Kingsway, Mega Coin Squad, Obletus, Pool Panic, Rick and Morty Virtual Rickality, Rise and Shine, Samurai Jack Battle Through Time, Small Radio's Big Televisions, which by the way is available for free on the developer's website right now, Sound Dodger Plus, Super House of Dead Ninjas, Super Puzzle Platformer Deluxe, Reversler, Wasted, Zenic, and Major Mayhem and Pocket Morty's on mobile. The Xbox
Wait,
games
they're
that are
removing
going,
Pocket
the Xbox
Mortys?
games that are going are also on that list. So there are other publishers that I'm
God
not mentioning.
damn.
Rain World is on that list, but they're getting another publisher. Rain World is a game that has like such a cult following. Really, yeah.
Yeah, imagine being the company that got Rain World demolished and like seeing the cult following turn against you
I mean,
entirely.
they should be already. Anyone that's like supporting WB's decision to like not kill all their media is dumb. Release fucking Coyote vs. Acme, you cowards.
Nah, they're playing. They just want to delete the whole damn thing because fuck
Anything in
you.
particular on this list that you're gonna miss, Red?
I mean, I was aware of I played Pocket Mortys for a little
Mhm.
bit back in college. I didn't play, but I watched Star underscore or Stir as he's known on Twitch. He played a lot of Super House of Dead
I love that
Ninjas
game
on his
too.
channel
Yeah,
back in the day.
It's a great Flash game, but like the Super version just improves that. I love the formula. It was great. I'm gonna miss it. It's still
Yeah.
there if you buy it, of course, but like it's getting delisted, so you won't be able to buy it again in the future. Which put your
Piracy.
hats on, your tricorns. But yeah, Samurai Jack Battle Through Time is another game that I think I'm going to miss a lot, and I ended up buying the physical copy on Switch as a result of that. I ended up watching this whole series, the Adult Swim series with Perestroika & Co. ages ago, and I still miss that time. My god, that was a great just watch through. The story of it sticks with me, and in this game, like the actual story actually gets completed better than they finished off the show with, debatably. Spoiler warning, as the next session contains spoilers for Samurai Jack's Adult Swim season, as well as Samurai Jack Battle Through Time.
Oh yeah, the secret ending after you've like completed the game is the same ending as before for the series, but this time his wife doesn't
Killed.
get time wiped by being part of a coup who died. Spoiler alert,
Right.
but work for your happy ending,
Work
motherfucker.
for that happy ending and get her extra thick. Extra thick! The creator,
Amazing.
the voice actor acknowledged the meme, so it's true. It's canon. You can't change my
God damn
mind.
it. Is that how that works?
The other thing I wanted to say, I fucking hate all of this, how all of this is going away, all the great cartoons, all the media, but they're no stranger to decaying their own goddamn media because HD DVDs, if anyone remembers those, have a problem called disc rot, where you can't actually view the movies after like 10 months' time in this case. Every Warner Brothers published DVD has this problem, and this was 2008.
Fun.
A premonition of the future, everybody. And we didn't even know.
Everything sucks. Your brother is being loud with his Minecraft friends.
Are they mining or crafting?
High pixel skyblock. They're playing high pixel skyblocks. They're doing neither, probably.
Where is the...
They're probably doing combat, like it's an MMORPG or something.
Nothing to comment on with that.
It's a
That's
all you need to
do
know.
the Mario.
That's all.
Don't they?
Swing your arms from
Come
side
on,
to
it's
side.
time to go
Dick.
through the marvelous world of...
Eek. No, not Eek.
Oh my god.
That's the whole joke. That's the whole joke.
It's a jam. Come on and slam, and welcome to Sanjam's Tekken tournament for Twitch streamers. This is the kind of less freeform that it has been the last couple of weeks.
Fuck it. We ball.
There's a nice tournament of just like entry level to like advanced Twitch streamers and fighting game enthusiasts that have been playing Tekken as part of Sanjam's recent tournament. And I'm probably horribly saying his name wrong. Sajam. Yes, thank you.
Sajam.
Gotta Sajam all.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I mean, they've been coached by top-level fighting game pros for Tekken, like Jay Wong and others. You don't hate on Jay Wong. He plays a great Fang. One thing I've learned from Jay Wong is you don't bet against the guy. You may not bet on him, but don't bet against him. Thanks, Yipes. Anyway.
You just don't bet, because you have no idea what's going to happen.
Money match is actually only when you're in the ring, not on the sidelines. But yeah, this tournament ended up going pretty good. I tuned into a couple of the matches for it, and it was quite entertaining. Who ended up winning, though?
It's a good question. I wouldn't know.
Might still be going on right now, actually. Yeah, it's still going on live. Let's tune in real quick.
Oh my god. You can turn it to in live. I'll be
Yeah,
over
you do
here.
whatever. 22,000 viewers right now. This thing is not unpopular. People are really invested in this, and I can't blame them. Tekken is hype. Even at like low to high levels, mid-level Tekken is still exciting. It's just a great watch all around, even if you don't know like what's punishable, what's priority, what your chains are. Even if people are just mashing your supers out, like Tekken is fun. We got a King player versus Brawl Pro here. This match is the name is MYK versus Brawl Pro. Now you know exactly what time we were recording this. Thank you.
I can't believe we've dated ourselves so strongly.
I think we dated ourselves when we called our podcast both old and new. Retro, it's not retro, it's vintage, whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah, God. Wow. Good luck to everyone still participating in this. We are down to the wire with it. That's what I'm going to say. Exciting stuff.
All right, drink corner. Let's move on to the drink corner.
Okay.
Get me out of this.
This is an idea because I wanted to try this because a bunch of other shows I have do this. And it's something that we do on Friday. We just hang out, we have a drink, we shoot the shit, and it's a great time. We always think of something dumb to do, and it's just a tradition that we kind of uphold here. So let's share just some of our brews with the crowd. Let's try to do that. I don't have anything planned yet, but I'll fucking think of something in the next 2 minutes. So you got something.
So the easiest one I do is cream soda and Fireball whiskey because it's cinnamon and cream soda and it works. It's literally an officially supported drink on the Fireball website. It's straightforward. It's sweet. It's very nice. You can put them in any you can even do any amount of parts because Fireball you can just drink straight, no problem.
Yeah, smooth.
But typically, if I'm drinking something, it's just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna buy a big can of Mike's Harder Lemonade or a Four Loko if I'm feeling like I want to.
By the way, we're not sponsored. This is not a sponsored segment. This is just something we wanted to try out. I have to say that.
Yeah, it's not a sponsor because I'm going to tell you right now, Four Loko tastes like ass. But that's not why you buy it. You buy it because it's high dense. It's hot shit, but it gets you drunk fast. And it's no longer an FDA banned thing because they removed the original recipe of an energy drink plus alcohol. Fucked
Absolutely,
up, really.
Yeah, that was. I remember when they were making news cycles about that, and every dumb kid on the block wanted to try it. I was not one of them.
Yeah,
thankfully.
It's like, why not? Yeah, I was not either. But now I'm just drinking them normally, and it's like, yeah. But before I even bothered, my drink mixes were always, just mixing root beer and vodka. It doesn't work. It tastes like shit, but it works.
A proper palate to it. I'm just a good rum and coke kind of person.
Nope.
Have a little lime in it some days.
That's also
how I spice it up.
Cuba Libre. Yeah. I want to talk more about Contra. Actually, now I'm thinking about it.
Feel free. Let's. We got the whole soundtrack released today, which was kind of shocking because they put some retro tunes in there, and it's great. The motifs that they've got going on, and they've got the tradition. They've got some new instrumentation to it, and it's great.
I think the classic tracks are attached to a perk.
Really?
Even. But maybe that's what I saw when I was watching Matt McMuscles play it, because he uploaded a video of him playing an early copy that he was given from Way Forward, and he was allowed to play the first 3 stages. And we learned that that the demo stage isn't actually the first mission. It is a combination. It's like a combined first mission and third mission, like the later half of the third mission. So it's actually like a mission and a half that you get to play.
It's not exactly blended
really
together in the most elegant way either in the demo. I feel like they
in the demo
had some changes after that where the levels kind of flow together better, the story kind of flows together better. Where my complaint where it's just a very boring story for the first cutscene kind of goes away as a result of that. And the waterfall section I feel is a little more fleshed out. More horizontality, and it just kind of flows better. Pun intended.
Yeah. But also, I did like how in the demo the waterfall was hiding the third phase of the wall boss. It was it came through and it was boom, now go up. It was pretty neat. But watching Matt play, I realized that I might be better at running gun games than I give myself credit for.
It's a skill.
Which is It's kind of concerning.
Meanwhile, while I was watching, I
It's
just
I'm
kind of
I'm
like
not-
reminiscence, like, oh, I know the Contra Game Over theme by heart. I wonder why.
Yeah. I wonder why. I wonder why you know the game over theme so well.
Because I don't know how to do up, down, down, left, right, BA, start, boom.
Give yourself 30 lives
Thanks,
like a
Wikipedia.
cheater. We watched Matt play. There's like a perk shop. So the way you get all your perks are by actually playing the game and getting credits, which you then spend on the perks optionally
so
to
the
like,
perks
unlock the
progress
abilities.
with like the in-game credit system, which is a nice way to do it.
Some Vampire Survivors type shit or something.
It could be seen like that.
So speaking of, I've been playing that
it's
again.
fun. And they came out with some new ways to play it, and I also died at that game.
Oh yeah, you and I played Vampire. We had our second run of Vampire Survivors co-op, which is more or less just me like letting you choose most of the same things, and then like saying like, okay, if you want to evolve that, you want to get a specific thing,
right?
And then give you
I'm
free
just
form when
really
you no longer
rusty
have
at
a thing
it.
you
Like
can
I liked when
evolve.
we were going through the library the first time. I still remember that.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure it'd be a lot easier if you chose a character that wasn't a skill gate character.
It's like very
Mr.
glass
I'm good.
cannon-y, the character that I ended up picking with like the bird weapon.
You chose one of the ghosts. Those are like secret characters.
Classy.
And they have the birds. So it's like you chose the one that had the evolved bird, but like that's still a skill gate character.
I like the bird.
So you died a lot, and as a result, I got like most of the level ups and chests. Took us a while before you finally got your own chest because you were able to stay alive for
I mean,
long
but
enough.
it had some nice weapons in it, so we got that just nice and there.
I unlocked this thing called Adventures, which is like separate game modes effectively where you're given like a very specific start, and it removes all your upgrades, and the upgrades in those things are their own thing. So like you have to do the grinding again if you want to max out, but that's also not necessary if you want to beat it, because all the unlocks and stuff and the progression through it is a lot more not as completionist as the main mode. It's just like, to get through like these specific things, and then you're done. Beat 6 stages, and then you're evolve your main weapon, and you're good to go. Go back to the main mode. Just stuff like that.
I mean, when we ended up getting to the end of our run, I mean, I had a lot of fun. I thought death was actually not going to kill you properly because it was proccing something. Got stuck on that. It has a shit ton of health, and
really
it never
funny.
happens, but when it does, it's entertaining.
When you how to kill death, you have 2 options. You either evolve the Laurel and the Clock Lancet, which requires you to get to a specific point in the game where it's like you get this artifact that lets you grab the items to let you evolve them. And then the second way, which was around before that, you could evolve those 2 items, was you use the Red Ghost. You figure out how to unlock the Red Ghost, which is like...
Oh, so you're saying I picked the wrong color ghost then?
Yeah, sure, that's it. No. Well, what it was is like the way you unlock the Red Ghost is it's like a Mortal Kombat unlock where it's in a certain stage, at a certain point, a character will pop on screen, say Toasty, and then you have to hit a specific button combination to unlock the Red Ghost.
Is it just like a down and like the uppercut button?
Something like that. Here, let me look it up.
Because that would actually be the
sure
reference,
you'll be able
because that's how Toasty happens in MK2. You just do random uppercuts, and it will come out sometimes.
Yeah, let me look this up.
Of course, it does
Vampire
shit tons of damage, but yeah.
Survivors Red Ghost. There we go. Yeah, his name is literally Toasty.
Amazing. Creative.
Unlocking. The hint it gives you is uppercut a non-red
Oh,
reaver.
yes.
When a specific kind of death, like there's other kinds of deaths that can spawn in other missions. So when a stalker or a drowner is defeated after casting the spell to unlock X-Dash, so after you've unlocked one of the ghosts, which is X-Dash, Toasty will show up on the bottom right corner yelling, Panini, its code name. The strange method of unlocking the character is also a reference to Mortal Kombat 2, where to fight the hidden character Smoke, players would have to play on a specific stage and wait for Dan Ford to appear and say Toasty before pressing down and start.
There are so many fucking like arcade like rumors back then that just happened. Ermac who? Like all of the secrets were just like just the stuff that you would see in the game and it'd be inexplicable, and people would like talk to you and you'd think they were crazy because it never happens again.
I need you to look at this. I need you to look at the trivia of these characters so you can understand just how deep these references
They're
run.
toasty with an IE. Cute. Okay. Total collected
The
divided by
one you play.
16-bit integer. A chance to unlock X dash. Okay.
The one you played as was Smith
Darn
the
it.
Fourth. It was the white
Should have
one.
played the fighting game reference. Is what you're telling me.
Yeah, sure. That would have gone worse.
Divine Bloodline. It's down plus enter. There you go. Down plus punch. All right. Easy enough.
Yeah. Oh, the random unlock is actually just a question mark. It's actually just a play.
Type spam in the main menu.
You play as
will start
basically
a hidden 30-second
it's a random
timer.
character.
Go to the character selection and enter spam. Go to the stage select and enter spam. And then enter a run and enter humbug. When you leave, Smith Fourth will be played. Oh my god, this stuff is cryptic.
Yeah, these are like references to other cryptic shit in other video games. That's what's so amazing about this. Here's Boone. Here's not
Noob DE.
Boone Marabia. The name is a reference to the character Noob Saibot.
I mean, Noob Saibot is also just like part of Ed Boone's name backwards. Noob DE.
The design of the characters are a reference to Shadow Dio from from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure: Heritage for the Future. I just love how absurd this whole thing is.
You read some Wikia pages on just how much of a stretch some of this is. Like, it's TV tropes level of, like, stretching the truth on it. But, like, no, these references do make sense for this game.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing about...
Space Dude, jeez.
The whole fucking thing about this, about Vampire Survivors is entirely just, like, it runs on inside jokes and goofy memery bullshit. And still is like really fun to play. It's just like you play it and you get to see the names of shit and you're like, oh, that's really funny. You're real cute.
Space Dudes reference is actually the name of the game engine it was built on. That's classy. It's the Phaser engine. It runs on HTML5, which means that you don't have to put much effort to the front end in there, which is why the developer originally started with slot machine games, I would imagine. This is ultra familiar territory.
Yes, the slot. Yeah, you can see their slot machine engine come into play when you grab a chest.
It works. Are you just trying to get me hooked on Vampire Survivor, Red? Because if so, it's working.
I don't know.
Not too well.
I mean, I'm just talking about how much I enjoy playing it.
This episode is brought to you by us. We work hard in making an exciting show each week, chaos included. Check out the links in the show notes for ways to help support the show. This includes our coffee page, which you can find at ko-fi.com/mask31. Yeah, we were talking about Schoolhouse Rock the other day. I mean, that's a classic. Holy hell, that's a classic for everybody. We used to watch those on, like, the VHS tapes, like, during break periods sometimes, if Bill Nye wasn't available.
My parents had the VHS tapes. That was absurd to me.
I mean, it's a 70s thing, right?
Yeah.
It's been around forever. They just keep reinventing ways to kind of show it. Edutainment.
It's very useful for specific things. When you need to learn the preamble in 5th or 6th grade here in America, watch the preamble Schoolhouse Rock. It'll get stuck in your head.
And, like, culture just kind of glomped onto this sort of thing. Like, you have the bill and, like, I think Family Guy did the bill at one point. Family Guy does everything.
I know. The Simpsons did the bill. That's like one of the things that they all reference is the bill and just being funny.
It just became a thing in and of itself, to the point where in the 90s, we were both 90s kids, it had a PC game. In fact, 2.
It had multiple. There were multiple. Mm-hmm. Well, I had 2 of them. I don't remember the specifics. I remember one was like you have to get to, you're like on a band road trip and you have to get them all.
Car to the actual location. You have to play enough mini games to get spins for that.
Yeah. There's 2 parts to it. The first is you have to recruit all the band members by beating each game at least once. And then you have to beat the games to get enough tokens to roll the dice to move the band through the board game.
And it was narrated the whole time, too. Like, you had a narrator properly, like, going through. You have to pay a fine for missing this speed limit. Oh, no. Like, the voiceovers.
There's all the different... The 5s mini game with which is like it's a game that's based on the multiplying by 5 song, Ready or Not.
Oh my god.
Which is just, I love that song. It's like my favorite Schoolhouse Rock song because it's just it's rocking, man.
I
It's just
hardly
good.
remember any of the games themselves, but I'm watching the YouTube video and like, God, this is kind of like odd. I don't know. Oh, I remember the sine wave game with the dolphin. Oh my god. Like actually have to like match up a sign so like he actually gets the message across. God, this is nostalgic.
I remember being really bad at the mini game that I just talked about because it's a logic game, and I didn't know what a row or a column were. So you guess how well that went.
It's like me playing Number Muncher and not knowing actually how to do any math with it. It's the color matching version of that. I don't know. They had an easy mode. That's the only one that I ever ended up playing well. Yeah, 90s point and click PC games like this were just a feeling. Just you had to be there. It's not the same nowadays. Like you can like open up a book or like a visual novel or something, but like to have just like this beige computer with this giant CRT in front of it and just education, and everyone was getting into computers back then because America Online was becoming a thing, and yeah. The early internet and early discovery of things you don't want to see on the internet.
I remember looking up poop on what is poop on some very old ass search engine. What is
Oh
poop?
my god. My dad would just play fart sounds from the internet, and it was just a dumb thing that you just shared around. And we'd be like, yeah, don't tell mom about this stuff. It's weird.
Don't tell your mom that I'm playing fart sounds.
It's just funny.
Like,
it's just funny, dumb things you do as a kid. My dad is a good guy. I like him.
It's like I'm just imagining the idea that like, don't tell your mom I'm playing fart sounds on the internet. It's like that's what's gonna get you in trouble with your wife. Are you sure about that?
Probably because of the Simpsons like forbidden closet thing, where like if I ever like get older, it's gonna be like that. I never really had this exploration opportunity, so it just turned awkward and dumb. I forgot the cop's name.
Oh my god! It's
Chief Wiggum's forbidden closet. Like, gosh, you kids really want to know what's in there. It's like the mystery of it all is just like more exciting than actually finding out. But yeah,
it's like as we talked about Four Loko. It's what everyone trying to buy it before it got banned.
Good parenting advice and Four Locos. That's truly this content you hope to be brought from the Reddmasq Podcast.
Whee!
Incredible.
I don't have anything.
Oh yeah, at the end of the Schoolhouse Rock game, if you actually beat it, you get to print out a certificate of completion. And then hang it on your refrigerator with your mom. Or whatever. I actually never did that because our printer never got hooked up correctly until we got our next computer, which had Windows XP.
Do you remember the After Dark screensavers?
Oh god, what were those?
You might mostly know them for the flying toasters. Flying toasters.
Oh yeah. I didn't know this was the origination of that. I mean, going back to, we talked about Nyan Cat last week, the breadfish thing.
And we'll talk about Nyan Cat again come April Fools because of something that we're going to talk about.
Yeah. Like, this whole thing is just a genre, and I can't explain it.
I mostly remember my uncle having their After Dark screensavers and, like, being intrigued by, like, these game ones, like this one, which is the rock, paper, scissors arena, where AI can, like, you can probably take control of one of them, but I never figured out how to do that because I'm a dumb fucking
Procedurally
kid.
generated, it looks like their movements and everything are.
They just wander around to each other.
And then a match happens.
They can, and it's like, you would think, like, oh, maybe they have, like, they kind of have, like, type advantages, but you can still, like, they can still completely, like, they can, like, turn it around, like, oh, the scissors can drill the rock for massive damage.
How about that?
Stuff like that.
Like, there's actually, like, a decent matchup here. I bet it's 7-3 rock on scissors here.
It's not the most favorable matchup, but it's winnable. I think the scissors just killed the rock. God damn it. Oh, that's cute. He fucking murdered the rock and turned him into the thinker.
Fatality.
How morbid. How fucking morbid. Anyways, we have to now wait for the scissors and the paper to run into each other as I'm, like, moving forward in the video. But yeah, this is the kind of shit that I was really into. Do you want to see another game that I really loved from fucking
Yeah, go ahead and link it.
this shit? Roger Dodger.
What is this Chips Challenge bullshit? Oh my god, this is so 90s it hurts. This has major Sneed energy. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? First you're like looking at it, it's like what's going on, and then you're the blinking ball, and you're collecting these things, and then you go to the portal, and there you go.
You're collecting these other JPEGs. You're in an animated GIF having to collect these JPEGs and then get to the
2000 shareware, like even before like Newgrounds and things like that. We had like people that just had cool games, just shared them through email, and it was just the way you found stuff, and there you go.
Yeah.
This is cool. It's very, very on topic, very retro.
So retro.
Oh. Now, that's a trip back to memory lane here. Oh god, I just remembered what our computer looked like, that first one we had. Because it was a normal computer, it was beige and everything, but we had like the Blue's Clues theme on the desktop. I remember that for sure. I don't know if there was a mouse or keyboard. Maybe my memory is failing me because I'm not 3 anymore. I still have one more thing to talk about. Okay. And that is, it was Chrono Trigger's 29th anniversary today. But unfortunately, a very important person did not get to actually make it to that. Yeah, I think that we all kind of know what's on our mind here. Akira Toriyama passed away a few days ago, and it's been something. Because this person,
yes,
he's influenced anime, Dragon Ball, everything. Dragon Quest, just down to the wire.
Yeah,
Chrono Trigger was he's crowning jewels for like art and stuff too.
Yeah, like, dude, Tails, the relationship between Sonic and Tails is based on Gohan and
yeah, you
Piccolo.
showed me that, and that was like really interesting to me. It was just like
that's the idea. That's the idea of how far his influence
so
reached.
Much media has been reliant on his creativity, and now he's gone, and well, really, yeah, something.
The greatest to ever do it.
All of the references that like the fighting game community has made to Dragon Ball, like wholly as a thing. Even the tournament I messed in with Sajam, like all the streamers like had their characters in Tekken dressed up like Dragon Ball characters. A good chunk of them did. Everyone's paying tribute.
Right. Yep.
God, I hope that Chrono Trigger does get remade for a 30th anniversary, but without Akira Toriyama, it's not going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this episode. We are hosted on mask31.dev/the-Reddmasq Podcast. You can also find us on Pocket Casts and wherever great podcasts are found.